welcome to SIKIKSYD. This is a reading for the future of Taurus. You got Taurus in your astrological chart. You could be connecting to someone who has Taurus in their astrological chart. Or you came across this reading, it just resonates for you. If you are interested in the products that I sell here at SIKIKSYD, it's in the description box down below. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Thank you for the comments, the likes, the subscriptions, the donations, the readings you guys have booked with me, the referrals you guys have made or even heard about from me, and that's how you got to SIKIKSYD. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, this is for Taurus. I am doing your reading before I do professional vertical training today, and I have 2 professional volleyball practices to go to today. Yesterday, I had professional volleyball practice in the afternoon. Then I had a volleyball practice that I coached and trained in from 2 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. I had trained professionally before that for like an hour or so. And then after that, I had professional volleyball practice from 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. in LA. I had so much fun. If you saw me last night in LA, I had so much fun being back in my own stomping grounds, getting to see so many people that I've known for so freaking long. Like, it was truly an honor. It was a pleasure and a privilege to get to work with you, to get to learn from you, and to grow with you. I had so much fun. This is for Taurus. I got in at 1 a.m., y'all, and I was telling my husband, I was like, it was so much fun, Daddy. I was like, I had so much fun. Like, if the houses are looking like that in LA, we're definitely gonna have to consider getting one. Like, if they can look like this out there, oh, we're definitely gonna have to consider getting one, because I had so much fun in LA. I love the vibes, I love the energy, love the people, the food. This is for Taurus. I actually just got done talking to my husband, and he's still messaging. So let's get into your reading, Taurus. I was like, who am I gonna do today? And I kept hearing Taurus, Gemini. Kept hearing those 2 loud and strong. I also heard Libra. So you 3 will be the ones that are probably going to be getting done today. I also kept hearing selenite. Selenite is actually this crystal. It's really good for not just a protection crystal, but it's a cleansing crystal. Like, it removes negative energy. I swear I've been using selenite so much lately. It is a purifying stone, and it's really good for removal of energy, protection, keeping like energy away from you, and just staying really pure-hearted. Okay, so like, it gets rid of any energies that may coming towards you that may just have toxicity, jealousy, or negativity. Okay, this is a cartomancy tarot love, money, career reading for Taurus. Let's get into your reading, Taurus. I'm super excited. I've been doing, oh my God, my husband and I have been doing so much wedding planning, travel planning. I've been having to arrange the gifts and all these different things that are going to be going to my Asoebi girls, which, if you don't know, in the Nigerian culture, that's the bridesmaids, maid of honor, essentially. And with me having 5 weddings, it's like, it's finally time for my husband and I. It's coming up soon, essentially, to tell our bridal parties who's playing what, inviting them into the bridal party, what position that we want them to play in the bridal party, and to celebrate our love together. So I'm really excited. What is the future for Taurus in money and career? What is the future for Taurus in career and money? Remember to come back to these readings, because they're predictions, meaning it has not happened for you yet. So when people come to the reading like, oh my God, that doesn't resonate, it hasn't happened, like, it's because it's a prediction for your future. You're living in the present currently. The future is to come. So come back to the reading to see, does it resonate for you? You know, has these predictions occurred for you or not? Okay. So, Taurus, you have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Venus in Cancer, can be Scorpio or Aries energy. You have the Empress, Taurus, Libra, can be any astrological sign. You have the Nine of Swords, Gemini and Mars, can be Aries, Scorpio. Hidden energy is Leo and Saturn, can be Capricorn, Aquarius energy. So, this is so funny. I feel like when it comes to money and career and finances, you're actually seeing it very clearly. There's a recognition of you honing into what is working for you. Instead of it being like 50 million different avenues you're pursuing, it's like you've decreased it to what is truly working for you, what's your bread and butter, what is making you feel good as well in money and career, like what feels good for you. There's a reminder for me to tell you that you are multi-talented and to make use of those particular talents, you know. But I'm also seeing some of you may work in beauty or clothing, or you may own your own business, especially if you're a feminine energy. Some of you are pregnant. Others of you, it's almost like you may even recognize people who are full of drama or jealousy or negativity or toxicity. And it's almost like you're recognizing it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them and what they have going on with them in their life behind closed doors, if that makes sense. Like, as the Empress, as a feminine energy, you're like, I'm not taking on anyone's projections, anyone's assumptions, anyone's negativity, toxicity, like whatever's going on with them that they're projecting onto the outside world. You're like, I'm not taking that on personally. There's an extreme attunement to who you are and what you're about. And it's like that can't be rattled. You're even willing to, like, because you see this clearly, like, people don't confuse you. Like, if people try to gaslight or be negative or narcissistic or toxic, like, it doesn't confuse you. You see right through it. Like, you're not blind. And you're like, if that's the type of energy that certain people reside in, whether this is in a workplace or regarding money, career, whatever it may be, you choose your peace. You choose to love yourself. And if anything, I see you not, like, interacting with people like that. Or you're not deciding to, like if you work with these people, it's like you're deciding to not be in close proximity. Because you're just trying to use that proximity as a tool to be able to say whatever you want, manipulate however you want, take out whatever pain you're experiencing onto other people. There are some people who literally look for that. Like, they're so miserable within themselves that they'll pick a person that they feel has everything that they want, or someone who's really happy in their life and is very content and doing very well. They'll pick that particular type of person to try to be rude to or make assumptions or project towards, hoping that that person will act the same way that they're acting, and that it will make them feel better. Like, oh yeah, you're just as bad as me. You must be going through some awful things just like me because you're acting the way I am, because I'm treating you in a negative fashion. Instead, you're like, no, if you're going to try to treat people in a negative fashion, I'm not going to interact with you or deal with you. I will separate myself. If it's not about business, I'm not dealing with you. I'm not talking to you. There's no reason for me to. If you want to use someone as a punching bag or to be negative or not kind to someone to make yourself feel better, find someone else to do it. Because this Empress is not the one to do it to. And that's what's very obvious here with the Empress. And I feel like you're sleeping amazingly at night with the Nine of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're very at peace. I feel like this also removed like any anxiety you may have had, any negative feelings you may have had. I think you may even work in a very like competitive field for some of you. Or you may just be aware that people in the workforce are like arguing or something like that, or people in the workforce may be very competitive with you because they have toxic and like inner turmoil within themselves. And I'm seeing you like not engage, like you're not even, you see the 9 of Wands in reverse, you're not becoming defensive because other people are defensive and negative and they've got all this toxic stuff going on with them. It makes me feel like you're recognizing your self-worth and your self-value, and it's no longer attached to anything or anyone. I feel like you are also looking very good during this time with the Empress. It's like you look good, you feel good, you smell good, you're dressing good. There's an improvement in the way you look. You're surrounded by many beautiful things. You're seen as very drop dead gorgeous. I also feel like somebody could take, for some of you, you're pregnant and feeling like maybe work is more competitive now that you're pregnant for whatever reason. Like maybe you're not, maybe you're on like maternity leave or something like that. Or you feel like in order for you to be in the business you're in and be competitive, you are now having to incorporate motherhood into that. For others of you, take care of your business. Like myself, I take care of my business like it's a child because I don't have any. My husband and I, we have no children. We will have children in the future, but currently we have no children. So I take care of my business like a child, if that makes sense. It's taken care of. For many of you, you're very abundant. You're very abundant. It's just, it feels like you have very good boundaries. This feels like really good boundaries. I had called my madma yesterday. I call her all the time. I don't care how far she is. I call her. I'm on the phone with her. And one thing that she always like tells me, because I had talked to her like at night or whatever, I had called her at night. One thing she reminded me was like, everything that you are, everything you've worked for, that's something that's inside of you that no one can take away from you. And what's most important is you knowing who you are, even if other people don't, or they're miserable with who they are. That's for them to deal with. It's not yours, not your responsibility. What's the future for Taurus? And so your future is the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Ophiuchus energy, Aquarius energy. You have the Four of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn, can be Aquarius or Leo energy, Queen of Cups, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus energy, Eight of Wands, Sagittarius and Mercury can be Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Ophiuchus energy. Also, some of you are getting married. Okay. Some of you are athletes. Others of you, I see that your career will become more competitive. And you're going to have more emotionally clear vision of what you want to create in your career. And there'll be less worry. Rather, that can even be like less depression, less anxiety, less nightmares, less, like you're going to get more sleep for some of you. I see that your Queen Midas, everything that you'll be touching will turn into gold. Many of you guys could be bartenders, or you work with beauty or money. You may work with children for some of you, or the law, or flowers, or nature. Some of you work with women. Some of you work helping people with their sleep, or with their with their mental. This could be, you can help people with mental disorders. You could be helping people with addictions. You could even help people who are experiencing inner turmoil within themselves. I see you may work with the government. I just heard presidency. Some of you guys work with the government or with the military or with technology. Some of you work in the public eye. Some of you even work with the esoteric or the occult or mortuaries, philosophy, psychology, spirituality, religion. You're very practical and grounded when it comes to career, and you're very financially stable because you're emotionally available, Queen of Cups. Because you've allowed yourself to feel, you've become more financially, you're like very financially stable. This is something that you were able to manifest on your own with the Four of Pentacles. I see you saving and cutting out any like relationships or connections that you feel people are only connected to you for money. Some of you work and travel. I do see there being a lot of communication in career and work. There's even travel. You're also like not revealing everything that you're doing in your career or with your money. It's like you're not telling everything or everyone. So there's more privacy. People can't ruin what they don't know about. I also feel like you're aware, like, if you needed help in something, you have multiple options of where you can get that help from. Like, everyone wants to help the Empress. The number 13, the number 5. Many of you are priests, bishops, shamans, pastors, or you own your own spiritual business. It will be known worldwide. I also feel like there's been a complete change. There's gonna be a complete change to your career and your money. You could even start a new job. You could be doing it completely differently. There could even be a source of income you used to have that comes back. I do see you saving. Four of Pentacles. Some of you work in travel, or you're gonna be traveling, paying for travel. Also, you're very well taken care of. Like, the Empress is a woman that's very well taken care of. Like, you're also provided for, especially if you're like in a relationship or you're married. Somebody's pregnant as well. For some of you, you're having a little girl. I also feel like you're having fun again when it comes to money and career. You're having fun again and you're receiving a lot of help. Many of you are also getting married. There's a new belief system regarding career and money for you as well. Okay? Let's get into your love. All right, Taurus, let's see. What's your future in love? Okay. There's another card. I see. Okay. Okay. Whoop. Wow. All right. So you have Judgment, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries energy. All right. You have Strength, Venus and Leo. This can also be Venus and Virgo. You have the Eight of Cups, Pisces and Saturn can be Capricorn, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus energy. You have the Empress, Taurus, Libra can be any astrological sign. Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus energy. Capricorn energy, Temperance, Sagittarius, Pisces, Ophiuchus energy. Hidden energy, of course, was Judgment, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius energy, Aries energy. Roky pokey. Hi, baby. Hi, lovey bug. All right. So, what's the future for Taurus and love? I had to move it because the sun was like beating down on it. Didn't want it to overheat the camera. What's the future for Taurus and love? All right. So you guys feel like this is a relationship that does not come around very often. Like, it's a very unique relationship. You're very well known. It's the minor arcana of the Empress. This is usually a woman. Like, the woman in the commitment is very well known, or may rap, dance, act, sing, be in the entertainment industry. Also very beautiful. And owns their own business. Very talented. Many of you are also born into wealth. I also see you going on vacation with your significant other if you're in a relationship. This is also a relationship where, like, ego has been removed. Like, there is humility and intelligence. And the love is very public. This represents that the love is also very public because Leo, the sun, is sitting in Venus. So it's like that love is not something that can be hidden. You have Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio energy here. This can also be Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. Many of you are traveling. You could be at a distance from your significant other. I see you going on a spiritual journey if you are in a relationship. If you're single, I'm seeing you learn to love yourself. And that is going to attract people who also love you. I'm also seeing that, like, you're sort of like on your own little journey if you're single. Just learning to love yourself. And then somebody does end up shooting their shot that is also single. And you will feel like you guys are completely different from one another, and that it's teaching you to love yourself more. That, you know, it's almost like you guys have attracted to one another, but you guys are complete opposites. Okay? You also feel like you get a second chance at life if you're single. You're like, I get a second chance at life to do things differently. I have a second chance to love myself the right way, to love myself in a way I've never loved myself before. You have a chance to learn more. A lot of you are trying to learn more spiritually or philosophically. There's also an indicator of you being more calm in regards to getting into a relationship. You're recognizing the love starts from within you. If you're in a relationship, you are provided for in that relationship, especially if you're the feminine energy. You also are very, like, financially grounded and financially stable within yourself. So the way you feel about life has definitely changed, because it's like, first, right, it's like many of you were born into wealth, and then you took that money and flipped it and then created like a very prosperous business, right? It's like you look good, you feel good, right? Especially if you're a feminine energy. And now you, like, you know, you get what you want. Like, you've always really, you know, provided for yourself and the things that you wanted, and now you're in a relationship where someone is also now providing for you. It's a feeling of you not being alone anymore on some level. Like, it was always you, you know, taking care of yourself, and now it's like you're allowing someone to take care of you. Especially if you're a feminine energy, you're like, okay, now I'm receiving, if that makes sense. It's also like you learned how to, like, love what you do, love your job, like, you love your business, you take care of your business like it's a child. And then you attracted in love, like you attracted in somebody who loves you for exactly who you are and who you created yourself to be. There's a strong focus on now you are provided for. So this can be like, you know, you've always been like independent, and you know, this is like you were independent, probably taking good care of yourself, and now you're being provided for. And so, like, you've moved into a bigger home, right? Because now you know, your significant other has, especially if you're a woman, now your significant other is providing for you a home, providing for you money, right? Providing for you whatever it is that you want. It feels like the abundance you feel within yourself is now mirrored on the outside of you as well. And you feel like, especially the masculine energy feels like this is destined, like we're supposed to be together, like this is destiny. They feel like I'm supposed to be with this person, like it's a shot in the dark. I'm supposed to be with this person. That it's lucky, that the relationship is lucky, that the relationship is abundant or fortunate, and they want to expand it. Jupiter being the planet of the husband, wanting to expand that, wanting there to be more responsibility, especially if you're a masculine energy. And you learning, especially if you're a feminine energy, you learning that this was all, the fact that you and this person are complete opposites and you guys attract to one another, it teaches you more on how to love you. It teaches you how to love. There's also a lot of healing. If this is a relationship, like it's very healed. There's been like a restructuring of the relationship, and it's in a very, what you can see in the future for you in your love life, it's coming to a very healed state. Also, it's like some of you are going to an astrologer regarding love, or you could be dating an astrologer, you could be an astrologer. If you're single, someone does see you, okay? And you're still very hopeful about love. If you're in a relationship, you came here with a question and your answer is yes. There is a wish coming true for you. I see that you have been through a lot in regards to love, Taurus, but I see that you're still very chatty, funny, witty. You're still very hopeful regarding love. You're just a lot smarter about it. And this means like in connections with friendships, partnerships, whatever, it's like you see right through it. You can't lie to this woman. You can't gaslight this woman or make snide comments to this woman. You can't be passive aggressive with this woman or do microaggressions. None of that. No narcissism, no gaslighting, no none of that. Because she's going to see right through it. She'll see right through it, and she will not allow that to be around her. Or she won't allow you to be around her, essentially. The Queen of Swords cuts off people. I feel like you've cut off anybody that does not communicate to you properly, interact with you properly, treat you properly. You do not mess with the Queen of Swords. Many of you are just so much more smarter and more intelligent. And you just see through people. You just see through people. So I feel like you're a lot more cautious about the friendships that you connect to, the relationships or partnerships or connections that you make. I'm also seeing, if you're in a relationship, that the masculine energy likes that you're interdependent. Virgo, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Capricorn energy, Six of Cups, Sun, and Scorpio can be Aries energy. Or Scorpio energy, you have the King of Pentacles, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius. If you're a feminine energy, they like that you are interdependent. Like you're not heavily reliant on them, but you're also not, oh, I'm Miss Independent and I don't need you. Okay? They're also reminiscing with you or reminiscing about you regarding past experiences that they've had with you in this relationship. And with the King of Pentacles, if you're a masculine energy, you love being in a relationship. You actually like prosper in it. You have a lot of fun in it. You're more comfortable in life when you're in a relationship. This is also someone who's very faithful, very loyal to the relationship, very dedicated and consistent to the relationship. They have a routine, which you can foretell and love, is that the masculine energy will have a routine in the relationship on how they're expressing that love to you through practicality and groundedness. This can also be like they're financially providing for you, taking good care of you, showing up in the relationship on a consistent basis. These are good parents, okay? Someone's also pregnant. I feel like there has been a destruction of what once was in order to build something so much more beautiful. Like a destruction on how you used to go about love, how you used to think about love. You've detached away from past trials and tribulations in love, or times in love that it didn't work out for you. You're now recognizing that your dreams have become a reality in the best way possible. That was all about your perspective. I also feel like someone could be from like a different culture or a different world, because you have the world here, or someone could be at a distance. I also see that you're having a second chance to do things differently. Where's Roka? Roky Pokey? Baby, where's your brother? Do you see him? I don't see your brother. Do you see your brother? Oh, there he is. Are you ready to go in, baby? Roky's ready to go in. But it looks like you're having a second chance in love. If you're single, many of you will be reconnecting with someone who's also single that you knew from elementary school, middle school, high school, or college, or you knew from the past, or from like a past life. You'll feel like you've known them your entire life if you've never met them before, but you get, along with them very well. Someone also has kids here. It could be like a single mother or a single parent. I also feel like someone is getting a second chance at life after jail or prison or something of that nature. And so now you're viewing love differently now that you're in the outside world. You could also be dating someone in prison. Okay? Or someone who's been in prison or jail or something like that. If you're single and you're a masculine energy, you'll be shooting your shot at another single feminine energy. If you're a single feminine energy, a single masculine energy will be shooting their shot at you. I feel like you really walked away from anything that wasn't supposed to work for you romantically, or anything that wasn't supposed to work with you regarding relationships and partnerships and connections. You walked away from it for what is much healthier for you. The thing about the Empress is, the Empress looks good, feels good, tastes good. She looks like everything about her is put together and perfect. She's worked really hard to get to this place in life. And you're not going to allow anything or anyone to change that. You've really gotten yourself into this beautiful place of loving yourself and just having a really prosperous and abundant lifestyle. So you're not allowing what other people think or feel to impact how hard you've worked to become who you are and to attract the beautiful marriage. Some of you guys are married. The beautiful marriage you have, the beautiful life, the beautiful home you have, the beautiful job you have. It's like you really love yourself and you appreciate. Many of you appreciate your marriage or your relationship. And you also appreciate the relationship you have with yourself and the relationship that you have with a higher power, most likely God. Because you have this nun over here. This has been your reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. If you're interested in the products that I sell, it's in the description box down below. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD, for all the love, the comments, the likes, the subscriptions, donations, the readings you guys have done with me, that you've booked with me. Thank you for the referrals. And thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Amen and Ashe.